Okay, part 2 of the Iron Man. In part 1, the Iron Man has tumbled down the cliff and his iron hands have fallen off, his iron arms have fallen off, his iron legs have fallen off, his eyes have fallen out and his ears have fallen off, and he's lying in a heap at the bottom of the cliff when some gulls come and they pick up his iron eye and his iron hand. Let's see what happens next. As soon as the eye and the hand got together, the eye looked at the hand. Its light glowed blue. The hand stood up on 3 fingers and its thumb, and craned its forefinger like a long nose. It felt around. It touched the eye. Gleefully it picked up the eye and tucked it under its middle finger. The eye peered out between the forefinger and thumb. Now the hand could see. It looked around. Then it darted and jabbed one of the gulls with its stiffly held finger. Then darted at the other and jabbed him. The 2 gulls flew up into the wind with a frightened cry. Ark! Ark! Slowly then, the hand crept over the stones, searching. It ran forward suddenly, grabbed something and tugged. But the thing was stuck between 2 rocks. The thing was one of the Iron Man's arms. At last the hand left the arm and went scuttling hither and thither among the rocks till it stopped and touched something, gently. This thing was the other hand. This new hand stood up and hooked its little finger round the little finger of the hand with the eye and let itself be led. Now the 2 hands, the seeing one leading the blind one, walking on their fingertips, went back together to the arm, and together they tugged it free. The hand with the eye fastened itself onto the wrist of the arm. The arm stood up and walked on its hand. The other hand clung on as before, and this strange trio went searching. And there it was, blinking at them speechlessly beside a black and white pebble. The seeing hand fitted the eye to the blind hand, and now both hands could see. They went running among the rocks. Soon they found a leg. They jumped on top of the leg, and the leg went hopping over the rocks, with the arm swinging from the hand that clung to the top of the leg. The other hand clung on top of that hand. The 2 hands, with their eyes guiding the leg, twisting it this way and that, as a rider guides a horse. Soon they found another leg, and the other arm. Now each hand, with an eye under its palm, and an arm dangling from its wrist, rode a leg separately about the beach. Hop, hop, hop they went, peering among the rocks. One found an ear, and at the same moment the other found the giant torso. Then the busy hands fitted the legs to the torso. Then they fitted the arms, each fitting the other, and the torso stood up, with legs and arms, but no head. It walked about the beach, holding its eyes up in its hands, searching for its lost head. And at last, there was the head, eyeless, earless, nested in a heap of red seaweed. Now in no time the Iron Man had fitted his head back, and his eyes were in place, and everything was in place, except for one ear. He strode about the beach, searching for his lost ear, as the sun rose over the sea, and the day came. The 2 gulls sat on their ledge, high on the cliff. They watched the immense man striding to and fro over the rocks below. Between them on a nesting ledge lay a great iron ear. The gulls could not eat it. The baby gulls could not eat it. There it lay on the high ledge. Far below the Iron Man searched. At last he stopped and looked at the sea. What was he thinking? Was he thinking the sea had stolen his ear? Perhaps he was thinking the sea had come up while he lay scattered and had gone down again with his ear. He walked towards the sea. He walked into the breakers, and there he stood for a while, the breakers bursting around his knees. Then he walked in, deeper, deeper, deeper. The gulls took off and glided down low over the great iron head that was now moving slowly out through the swell. The eyes blazed red, level with the wave tops, till a big wave covered them and foam spouted over the top of his head. The head still moved out under water. The eyes and the top of the head appeared for a moment in the hollow of the swell. Now the eyes were green. Then the sea covered them, and the head. The gulls circled low over the line of bubbles that went on moving slowly out into the deep sea. And there's a picture of the Iron Man walking out slowly, slowly into the sea. And that's the end of chapter 1. So what happened there? The Iron Man put himself back together, apart from one part that was missing, his ear. Where did he think his ear had gone? Did he go into the sea to look for it? I don't know. Let's listen to the next part tomorrow. Bye-bye.